If you prioritize raw volume when building a B2B contact list, you're likely constructing a spam trap instead of a sales pipeline. Over the next 6 minutes, we are going to build a list correctly. We will walk through the exact steps to target, clean, segment, and technically prepare your data for outreach. By the end of this process, you will have a verified, highly segmented database of intent-driven buyers ready for your marketing automation platform. Before we start, you need 2 things: a clearly defined ideal customer profile, or ICP, and administrative access to your company's CRM. The rule we will follow throughout this build is simple: precise audience fit always outperforms sheer volume. Step 1 is mapping your target accounts. We begin by defining the firmographics of the companies you want to reach, specifically filtering by company size, annual revenue, and industry. In B2B sales, purchases are made by organizations, not isolated individuals. That means we have to target the entire account. This diagram shows how a target account is structured. To get proper coverage, we need to identify 3 to 4 specific roles inside this company, like the CMO, operations manager, or sales leader, who actually influence the final purchasing decision. Relying on a single contact is a quick way for a deal to stall if that person leaves or loses interest. Building an interlocking web of multi-contact coverage gives your sales team multiple entry points into the conversation. When you map accounts precisely, you prevent your sales team from wasting time on individuals who lack the authority to buy. Now that we know who we want to reach, we need to gather the data. Your company CRM is your central source of truth, and it is where we start. Go into your database and export your historical records. Look for overlooked data, like past opportunities that went cold, inactive customer accounts, and older trade show leads. Before we add any new contacts, this raw export has to be sanitized. Run your internal list through a duplicate identification process to merge conflicting records into a single, clean profile. Cleaning your internal records first sets a reliable baseline for the rest of your list, and it prevents you from double emailing the same person. With a clean internal baseline, we can safely acquire verified third-party data to fill in the remaining gaps in your ideal customer profile. This mock spreadsheet compares 2 approaches to data. A weak list relies only on core fields like name and email. A robust list uses advanced fields like current vendor relationships and recent hiring activity to provide critical context. You should avoid purchasing cheap, unverified lists simply to inflate your total contact numbers. A technically valid email address has 0 value if the human being attached to it has no need for your product. Enriching your database with advanced data fields provides the specific details your sales team needs to write personalized messaging that converts. We now have a master database, but it's too broad to use for a single campaign. We have to divide it into targeted sublists based strictly on buying logic. This interface shows how we apply data filters to isolate specific combinations. Here, we are separating our audience into highly distinct sublists, isolating healthcare directors from finance CEOs. Your segmentation is complete when a marketer looks at a sublist and immediately knows what business pain point to address in their email. The data is ready, but a good list will fail if your sending infrastructure is weak. We have to run a mandatory technical deliverability check. This checklist outlines the required protocols. You must configure technical authentication on your sending domain, meaning your IT team must properly set up your SPF, DKIM, and DMARC records. Operationally, you must also ensure your unsubscribe links are fully functional and that any hard bounces are completely suppressed from the send list. Once cleared, do not blast the entire list on day 1. Warm up new sending domains gradually by starting with small, controlled volumes. Technical compliance and strict segmentation are the absolute requirements for protecting your sender reputation and guaranteeing your messages actually reach the inbox. Executing these steps transforms a messy conceptual goal into a verified, authenticated pipeline asset. Prioritizing account fit and database hygiene over raw volume guarantees your messaging is relevant. The immediate next step is uploading this clean list into your marketing automation platform. From there, implement lead scoring. This allows sales to prioritize accounts based on active engagement signals, like website visits or form submissions, rather than just email opens. Ultimately, this deliberate process serves one exact purpose: giving you the data you need to track and generate closed revenue.